Daytime. SCP Daytime.
Well, it looks like it's going to be another fine day.
Resistance is futile. Just simulate the day.
Go ahead. Make my day.
How was your day today? Did you have a good day today or a bad day today? Well, what kind of day was it? Well, I don't know. How about you? How was your day?
We have a big show for you. Good luck, show boy.
How and away we go.
That's the smartest thing I've heard all day.
SCP Daytime.
Old joke. Guy stumbles and trips over a 1,000-foot high cliff, and the fall doesn't kill him. The landing, though. Hold that thought, and check this out.
Abilify is not for everyone. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition. Or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness upon standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment or motor skills.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
Now, allowing for that oldie but goodie about the road to hell being paved with good intentions, here's something I've offered more than once on the radio shows along the way with my tongue planted firmly in my cheek. Doesn't take a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist or a Rhodes Scholar to see the serious lack of benefit of a drug designed to cure your particular ill when 45 seconds of a 60-second commercial for that drug is taken up telling you all the ways that particular drug can dent, damage, and or kill you. Common sense, at the very least, would have you thinking twice, make that 4 or 5 times before popping one of those precocious little pills in your pie hole, right? Yes? Well, for heaven's sake, of course. You're not an idiot. Okay, now let's try this. Your workplace, once the home of your dream job, has become more of a nightmare in recent weeks and months. Working conditions have deteriorated drastically. Morale has plummeted to the point where you're thinking the old country witty, "Been down so long, looks like up to me now." In short, things are not good.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
And you're not only angry and frustrated about having to put up with it throughout the majority of your waking hours, you are, for the first time in your professional life, seriously thinking about leaving the only job you've ever really loved. Let's even say, for the sake of our little example here, that it's the only job you've ever had. Suddenly, though, you find yourself given the green light to find and hire a new general manager for your company. And you have found one you think will absolutely turn things around.
I found somebody. I found somebody to love.
This potential workplace savior is highly experienced in the managerial field. Boasts a long and diverse list of accomplishments. You're particularly impressed with their attitude. Not just your garden variety can-do, but a direct, unflinching, maybe even fair to say blunt, will-do attitude. Your gut is telling you this is someone who will get things done like things have never gotten done before. Now, you're asked by those who are interested to describe this potential get-her-done candidate for the job in 60 seconds. All the qualities you admire and the traits you find attractive in this applicant take you, give or take, 15 seconds. Thing is, though, that to be completely honest and paint a true and fair picture, you find that you need 45 seconds of your 60 to point out some not-so-appealing traits. What is seemingly a way above average amount of self-confidence on their part gives off just the slightest hint of arrogance. Even superiority, arguably a thin line in successful people, but still enough to make you feel just a bit uneasy. You notice as well by the answers to your questions and the general tone of the conversation that your candidate there seems to dislike the questions. You're even getting a little sense that they're not even crazy about being questioned in the first place. As if It's some kind of affront to their skills and talents, as if you should just simply take them at their word when they tell you that no matter what the problem is with your company, they're going to make those problems go away. They're going to turn things around. They're going to get it done.
Get her done.
And for just a few seconds, again, just being honest, you have to admit that there are a couple, well, make that a few things about this potential leader of your organization that you simply don't like. They make comments about women and minorities and gender groups that make you uncomfortable. Comments that some might want to write off as the price one has to pay sometimes to recruit extraordinary talent, but comments that trouble you nevertheless. And one last nagging little thing about this particular dynamic managerial applicant. By their answers, observations, and general comments, you realize that underneath whatever exterior confidence they exude in the ramped-up atmosphere of an important interview, and how attractive that confidence might be, there is a written-in-stone belief on their part that they are never, ever, ever wrong in any way, shape, or form at any time about anything that they hope to do, want to do, expect to do, or do. 45 seconds to describe arrogance, intolerance, impatience with others' opinions, an appearance of self-infallibility, even admittedly sexism, a little misogyny, and yeah, be honest with yourself, some racism. And 15 seconds to describe the skills, the talents, and potential that this candidate, if chosen to be the new general manager, will, no matter what the problem is with your company, make those problems go away, turn things around, get it done. Make your company great again. Doesn't take a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist or a Rhodes Scholar to see the serious lack of benefit of hiring someone when 45 seconds of a 60-second description of them is taken up talking about ways in which they might actually further damage an already damaged situation. Common sense, at the very least, would have you thinking twice. Make that 4 or 5 times before popping into a voting booth and pressing that button next to their name, right? Yes? Well, for heaven's sakes, of course. You're not an idiot. Pressing that button would obviously be a great big leap of faith from what feels like 1,000 feet high. Not to worry, though. The fall won't kill you. The landing, though?
SCP Daytime is produced by my production company. Questions, opinions, and comments are welcome. Email us, sepdaytime@myproductioncompany.biz.